One of the best ways to protect your business and reduce headaches is by forming a US LLC. In this video, we're going to break down why digital nomads should consider starting a US LLC, the benefits for your business and taxes, and how to get started even if you never set foot in the United States. Stick around to the end of the video because we're going to share some common mistakes that people make when forming their LLC, and you don't want to miss that. And if you're new here, my name is Sam, and this channel is dedicated to sharing the best information on the internet for LLC. All right, let's get right into it. As a digital nomad, you've probably run into at least one of these challenges. Clients hesitate to pay international invoices because they don't want to deal with foreign wires or currency exchange. Payment processors like Stripe or PayPal are limited if your business isn't registered in the United States or another major country. Taxes feel complicated because you're moving from country to country with no clear business structure. A US LLC can solve all three of these problems. First, a US LLC gives your business instant credibility. If you're freelancing, consulting, or selling digital products, clients feel more comfortable sending money to your LLC's name versus wiring money to a random person overseas. You can open a US bank account or use online banks like Mercury or Novo, and this will allow you to get paid in US dollars. Invoices from a US company look professional and often help you land bigger contracts. For example, imagine you're pitching a US company for a $5,000 project. They'll likely prefer paying a US-based entity with an official invoice rather than paying you on PayPal to your personal name in another country. Second, a US LLC unlocks better payment processors and online tools. Stripe, PayPal, and Square are much easier to set up with a US LLC. And Stripe can be a game changer for digital nomads selling online courses, software, or services. You can connect your LLC to platforms like Shopify, Gumroad, or Upwork for seamless payments. This eliminates the nightmare of high international fees and waiting days for your money to arrive. Basically, having an LLC allows your business to function like a local American company no matter where in the world you are. Third, the tax benefits can be huge, especially for non-US citizens who qualify as non-residents for tax purposes. Now, this is not financial advice. This is just for educational purposes only, and you should seek a professional to see what's right for your specific situation. But a standard single-member US LLC is a pass-through entity, meaning the company itself doesn't pay federal income tax. Profits will pass through to you. If you're not living in the US and don't have US-sourced income, your US tax liability could be minimal or even zero. However, like we said, always check with a tax professional to see what's right for your specific situation. Now, if you don't want to do all these steps by yourself and you actually just want to hire an LLC formation company to do the entire process for you, then go to this timestamp here and we'll walk you through setting up your LLC with one of our favorite LLC formation platforms. All right, if you're going to do it yourself, first you need to choose your state. Most digital nomads are going to choose a state like Delaware, Wyoming, New Mexico, Texas, or Nevada because they're affordable and business friendly. Number two is to use a registered agent service. Since you don't live in the United States, a registered agent service is going to handle all of the paperwork for your LLC. Services like Northwest Registered Agent can do this for you, and they actually have a free year if you use our link down below, but we'll talk about that a little bit later on in the video. Third is file your LLC online. You can submit your articles of organization through your Secretary of State website or just use a formation service. Fourth is to get your EIN number. Now, this is very important. It acts as your social security number for your business, and this is your employer identification number that is connected with the taxes for your business. This EIN number is actually required to open a business bank account and work with most payment processors. Now, fifth is to open a US business bank account and connect your Stripe or PayPal. Now, we'll leave our favorite business bank accounts down below in the description. Mercury is a great one, especially for people that live outside the US, and Novo is another good one. If you follow these steps within a week or two, you can be running your business with a professional US setup. Now that you know all the steps, let's show you how to do this with an LLC formation company if you don't want to do any of the work yourself. Today, we're going to be showing you Northwest Registered Agent, which is one of our favorite LLC formation companies. So go ahead and click on that link down below in the description, and we'll join up here together to walk through their very simple and seamless process. If you've clicked on that link down below in the description, it should bring you to a page that looks very similar to this. Once you're ready to get started, go ahead and click Get Started, and you'll see that for $39, we're going to have our business set up today, which is a really great deal. Let's go ahead and choose the type of business. We have LLC, corporation, nonprofit corporation here. We're going to choose LLC because that's what we're talking about in this video, but if you need a corp or nonprofit, you can go ahead and choose that. Now, you're going to need to choose the state that you're going to do business in. If you're physically operating within a state, then you'll choose that state, but if not, you can choose a state like Delaware, Wyoming, or Nevada. For the sake of this video, because I'm in California, let's just go ahead and choose California. You'll see now that we have the standard filing option at $90. Now this is going to vary from state to state, but just know that Northwest Registered Agent doesn't get any of this money. This goes directly to the state, whether you file through the Secretary of State website, the Northwest Registered Agent, or another LLC formation company. So this is just what you have to do to file, and you can also pay for expedited for $440, or if you are in a rush and need to have it done fast. Let's go ahead and click continue now. Now let's go ahead and name our LLC. Then we can go ahead and send a copy of our legal notices to our attorney if we'd like to do that. We'll go ahead and leave that off for now, and we'll enter our business purpose here. And once we've done that, we can go ahead and scroll down a little bit here, and this is where you'll see the registered agent service that they offer. Now go ahead and choose our registered agent address for both the physical and mailing address. Their registered agent service is included free for the first year. This is a value of anywhere from $99 to $300 or $400 per year. It's a great deal. They're offering it for free. Just go ahead and use their address. Trust me, this is going to help you keep your private information off the public domain. When you file with the Secretary of State website, all that information that you file with is going to be on the Secretary of State website. So you want to just make sure that you keep all of your private information off the public website. And this is going to help you do that. Let's go ahead and click continue after that. Now we're going to talk about the company management. So you can either be a member managed LLC or a manager managed. If you're hiring someone in the United States to manage your LLC, then you're going to be a manager managed LLC. But for most people watching this video, you'll probably be a member managed LLC. So go ahead and enter your name here or whoever the member is, and you can go ahead and choose our registered agent address. Now, if you're a manager managed LLC, you can enter the manager name here. We'll go ahead and do that. And you can also add more members and more managers. Let's go ahead and click continue now. And let's enter our contact details here. Once we're finished with that, we can go ahead and click continue. Now we'll enter our email address, and then we can go ahead and generate a password here. Once we're finished with that, let's go ahead and go to the next page. This is their offer of a free year of a business domain name, plus 90 days free of a business website, a business email, and a business phone number. And if you don't want these bundled in a package, you can also do them a la carte if you'd like. We'll go ahead and leave them off for now. We don't need them right now, but if you think you need them, you can go ahead and add them. Next, we'll go to the very important page, which is the optional items. Now, we recommend that you just add the tax ID. This is your EIN number that we talked about earlier. As you can see, instead of having to go on the IRS website, they will just do this all for you right here. Now, one thing to note is if you don't have a social security number, it's going to cost you a little bit more. But if you're a US resident or citizen, you're going to have a social security number. If you don't, just make sure to choose that $200 option, which is a little bit more expensive, but totally worth it because it'll save you time later on. Now, you can also elect to have your LLC taxed as an S corp. We won't go into too much detail about that here now. Go ahead and watch one of our other videos on the channel that we'll have linked down below in the description. But just note that depending on how much revenue you're making, electing your LLC as an S corp could save you a lot of money. So go ahead and watch those videos for more information on that. Now, you can also have a premium mail service here, a trademark service, and a trade name DBA. Let's go ahead and click continue here, and we'll go ahead and put in our payment information. All right, and once we've done that, let's go ahead and review our order summary before we click done. So you'll see that we have the basic package for $39. That gets us a free year of registered agent service, as well as a filing service fee that's waived. Now, we also have the 6-day California processing, which is the standard rate. We have to pay that whether we're going through the Secretary of State website or another LLC formation service. Then we also have the compliance filing, which is $0. We get that free initial report. And then we also added our EIN number for $50 because we have a social security number. If you don't, it's $200. And the total for all of that is $179 to have the process started for filing our LLC. Once you're ready, go ahead and click done and you'll be all set to go. Guys, before we wrap up, I wanted to talk about some of the common mistakes that digital nomads make when filing for their LLC. Number one is ignoring compliance fees. Each state may possibly require yearly fees to keep your LLC active. It's going to vary on price from state to state, but just note that this is something that you will have to pay. Number two is mixing business and personal accounts. Always keep your business assets and expenses separate from your personal assets and expenses. If you mix them, you're risking the liability protection of your LLC because you're piercing the corporate veil, and you're just not supposed to do that. Number three is not keeping records for taxes. Even if you owe $0 to the United States, you may need to file an informational return. So if you're a digital nomad looking to get paid faster, access better tools, and simplify your business, starting an LLC is a smart move. Guys, if you found this video helpful in your digital nomad journey, please leave us a like, subscribe, comment down below, and hit that notification bell for more videos like this in the future. Also, guys, we'll leave that link to Northwest Registered Agent down below in the description. If you do choose to use our link, we will get a small referral fee at no additional cost to you. This really helps us keep making free videos like this for you, so thank you so much in advance for helping us out there. Lastly, guys, this channel is dedicated to helping new and existing business owners like yourself with everything you need to know about LLCs. With that said, guys, thank you so much for watching. We wish you the best, and we will see you back again in the next video.